Fantastic. We're so excited to have you here. Okay, Fito, can you hear now?
Okay, now I'm good. Yeah, I was trying to go through the
There
settings.
you go. How are you doing, my beautiful friend and Jim? So excited to have you here today and to share your incredible story. So I know that you don't have too much time, so I want to make sure that people get to hear your before and after, and you're going to be able to give hope to a lot of people who feel hopeless and become now hope-filled, because this is a great story. So bottom line is, so back in 1998, the story is that you had been diagnosed to having HIV positive, and you
Yeah,
had when you came to me in the summer of, it was basically in 2022, you had multiple organ failure and you had a calcified parasite in your brain, and then you weren't eligible. Your, the calcified parasite in your brain was inoperable. And was that correct? And you were having epileptic seizures, right? Vito? Oh, I got to get you to unmute. You were having you were having seizures, right? From the calcified parasite in your brain, right?
yeah, that parasite
Oh, your audio keeps on cutting
all the way.
out. Okay.
That little critter, he went all the way from the stomach all the way to my brain, and he decided to make my brain his home and his dinner.
Ah, okay. And then, so on top of that, you also had HIV positive status, so you weren't eligible for any kind of an organ transplant. Is that correct?
Yeah, because it was in the brain. They kind of just do like a burnt toast and scrape off.
Yeah. So fast forward to June of 2022, and we got you started on the stem cell activation patches. You got
Mhm,
started with 5, which you're still on to this day, correct?
mhm.
And then what happened in December, just 6 months after your being on the patches? What were the results of the blood tests?
It was non-detectable, which is every patient's goal. So yeah, I'm been non-negative since then up to now.
Till now, okay,
Mhm. And
fantastic. So
thank
that's,
God we continue like that.
thank goodness, and you continue that way. So
Mhm.
would you say that you've had a real radical life transformation? Everything from not just having a paper that tells you that you have the absence of HIV now, because you went from positive to negative, but you just told me today that you gained 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's too much, but you're living much better.
Yeah,
You're
that's it.
in what state are you in today?
We're working up in Nebraska, but this weekend we were off, so we went across the river to Iowa.
Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, at the casino here, trying to get some grub, get a nice buffet. So fixing to hit it.
That is so fantastic. So if there's anything that you could advise people, I know that I want to thank you for being so gracious. You're willing to share your blood test and results so that we can show people. Because when you were, can you imagine? I remember when we started you on the patches, you were very hopeful of unringing the bell of damage that you had in your body, and everything has pretty much resolved itself. And even from not being able to work, you're able to work. And I know one of your first goals was to buy a house. And I found out today that you bought a house last summer.
Oh
So
yeah.
you have a lot to celebrate. So you have your life back, you're abled, you're living a great, fun, joyous life. You've got a new home, you get to travel all over the country. So what would you want to advise someone who is in your spot, who had not just HIV positive, but you had a calcified parasite in the brain that was inoperable and all these other complications?
Oh yeah.
What would you want to tell yourself if you could roll back the hands of time?
So I could be me. I said, don't get it. Don't be, don't be going out there and thinking you're some kind of playboy. But regardless, I mean, it's a life changer. Once they gave me that,
The
I
life.
remember it was yesterday. I was 24, 25 years, I think I was. And boy, ooh,
Yeah.
that turned my world upside down.
Yeah.
But
So
it took me some time to finally breathe and accept it. Okay, we gotta deal with it now. So eventually, started going with the program, getting the pill, getting stabbed every 3 months just to check. And then, but it was okay. But those pills were damaging my liver. Those pills, I don't know what the hell they put in them, but they're just, so eventually I stopped taking them because I didn't want my liver to get hurt.
Yeah.
So this virus get back up again, up and roaring, raging up on my health. Then I got then when I start getting them seizures, but it wasn't because of that. It was because of that damn parasite, neurocystic sarcosis, something like that. The name.
Yeah.
That's the one that big.
And if your
So,
immune system was strong, and you didn't have HIV, probably your immune system could have kept that from happening. But because you
yeah,
have a compromised immune system,
yeah,
so
yeah, but then and some toxoplasmosis. I got toxoplasmosis like twice. That's another infection in the brain.
yeah, and that's also from the parasite too. So
No, that's one of them opportunistic infections they call when your immune system is down. That comes up,
yeah,
and of course the one that killed me almost 3 times because I got it 3 times was the PCP. That's the Mycetes carini pneumonia. That one, that, that one almost got me.
I almost got you.
Well, here we are.
So how do you feel on a scale from 0? I mean, I can't imagine since 1998 carrying the burden of an HIV positive status and all the complications that you just described up until December of, because just 6 months of being on the patches,
Mhm.
and you were freed from those chains of pain. From 0 to 10, what would you say you feel now? Like 0 being terrible, 10 being just on cloud 9.
Like a 10, I just feel normal. Like, you know, I do my thing, do my go work, make decent money, and
Yeah. So
it's
you got,
all it's all it's all good. No, it's like it's never happened.
yeah. It's like it was all a bad dream, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So never want to do that again. Okay, Fito, I know that you're there with your friends at a casino and you said it was Iowa or Idaho?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay, so we'll let you get back to your having fun. And thank you for sharing with us about this story of transformation. And you're going to help a lot of people, save a lot of lives, and give them hope. Really, the patches, you can really unring the bell of damage from anything. And so here's an example of another person who got his whole life back. Things were getting infinitely worse, and now things are just getting infinitely better. Okay, Fito, thank you so much. I love you. Mwah, my friend and gem. Okay, Primo,
All right.
if you want to stay
And
on, that's cool, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to share a little bit more about the patches now, okay?
I got some guys that are waiting for me, my co-workers over there, but anytime, you need to call to, hear my story, get somebody else to hear so they can say, hey, this guy the real thing.
That's a real thing.
So,
It actually does work.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, fantastic.
Anytime
Thank you.
we're here, Leland. We're here.
We're
We're here
here.
for you
Awesome.
and for everybody there that's watching.
All righty.